Um, this is for Libra. It's going to be a cross energy. You have the Queen of Rods. That's your foundation. This is your cross energy. So it seems like, no, baby, we gotta wait. So it seems like you've been battling with something. Something has kind of had you tied up. Mentally. You also have the World in your future. So it seems like you've been it seems like from the past situation that you've gone through, it seems like you're going to start making great changes. You may like change your mindset, or you could be traveling. The foundation, you have the King of Pentacles. So this is somebody who's hardworking, and it could be a very like affectionate partner. You had a situation, and I feel like this is more so pertaining to a relationship for you. It seems like you were working hard at a relationship, but it seems like you are at this place and someone's elsewhere. Like, I feel like both of your energies aren't aligned. Like, maybe you want a relationship and the person that you're currently interested in may want to like, how do I explain this? May want to start working on themselves. Anyways, there's some mental conflictions, I feel, more so with your partner, which you are starting to feel as an individual. And now I'm not sure if you're coming to terms with how they're feeling, or the fact that you can't change their feelings, only they can, and you are going through your own change right now. Your past was a Page of Cups, so it maybe you have learned, you could have learned the way that you were, that maybe you were, how do I explain this? Maybe you were too open in a situation. And the person that you are involved with may not have appreciated it. And it's not to say that they didn't see everything that you did. It's just that maybe they were at a place where they couldn't mentally accept that. And you could have been at a place where you couldn't understand their thought process and why they couldn't accept what you were giving. Or how you were able to give, because it's never happened to them before. So I think both parties were conflicted in this situation. And maybe now you're understanding a little bit more about how that person thinks and how they're going about things. As the result, you have the Nine of Swords. So maybe the fact that this person that you were interested in couldn't quite understand how you were able to be so affectionate and open and loving. And even though I feel like you really cared for them, it's the fact that they're not able to receive it right now. And I don't feel like there's something that they could do about it. It's like a process that they just have to learn. They have to learn how to let go and how to reduce that, like, that mental blockage, that mental barrier. But it frustrates you, it seems, because you're like, I really like this person. I would like to go forward with this person. Your current energy is the Eight of Swords. So although things aren't really working out the way that you want them to, it's you're still sending those letters of love. You're still sending you're still sending those letters of love out to the person that you're interested in. I mean, because like, if you're interested in someone and you really care for that person, you're not going to stop caring for them just because they're going through their own situation. So it seems like you could even be possibly trying to help them through the situation, but maybe they don't quite understand why you're doing it, or I think it's more so why. Why and how, but more so why. Your current energy is the Fool. So you may be feeling like, is this a really good decision for me? More so like, am I able to help this person through their situation? Or am I going to sit back and help this person and realize like, oh, there's nothing I can do. Basically, you don't want to feel like, you don't want to put all this energy into this person and try to help them out, and then later realize that it's not your battle. But it's not your battle. So your hopes and fears, I feel like you fear that this won't be a successful situation for you. Because it seems like you're investing a lot. And your fear is that it won't be successful. You fear that this relationship won't work the way that you expected it to. And then you also have the Six of Cups. So the final outcome is, I think maybe the person is going to, as you change with the world, I feel like the world will change, right? So the person, I'm not saying that this is going to happen overnight. I'm not saying that this person is going to be fixed in any way, but I feel like the person's going to be, excuse me. I feel like the person's going to be a lot more open to your viewpoints and how you perceive things. Once you guys communicate a little bit more about your wants and your desires. But I feel like right now you guys are in the future you guys are going to be at a very like blissful place where everything's not so thought out. Everything sometimes is just like you just kind of go with the flow. This is advice from the past. So the universe would like you to know, Libra, from February 1st through the 14th, that my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Which I feel like is a really good synopsis of your current energy. So, and as far as going forward, it says, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. And I think that's more so, it can be anything that you would like it to. Whatever came to mind is probably what it is. But I think it's more so understanding that you don't know everything. Meaning, like, you don't really know what a person's going through. You don't know what your spouse or the person that you're interested in or anybody around you, you don't know what that person's really going through. So you have to like be open and be willing to take the time out to understand what's really going on. And then once you break down all of that, like once you break down all of the ego and the insecurities and get down to the root of the issue, I think this is where you'll find your Six of Cups. because the issue here is a lot deeper than what is covered up on the surface. I feel like this is something that's been happening for such a long time, and it could be with you or it could be with the other person. But I feel like there's a lot of ego going on, and it's like covering up a lot of what's really the root of the insecurities, the root of the fear, the root of the anxiety, the root of the sleepless nights. So once you really take this action card, the world, and you actually use it and start implementing in your life and start to really change your mindset and how you think, then I think the future will be right, because it's like you want you get a harmonious relationship. I'm not saying that it's going to be like marriage or anything, but it's going to be a very like easygoing relationship, which I feel like you're going to need after coming out of like this place of healing, this place of the unknown, the place of you being so bound up with your emotions. You're going to have a place where you kind of have to let all of that go so that you can move forward. And it seems like you're going to do that because you have the world here. This is your action card. This is where your mindset is now. And you're like, okay, I'm letting it go. So, Libra, for February, the first half of February, what you need to focus on is just let it go. Let it go before it get up in the way. If you know the song, comment down below. Okay, bye. Much love, Libra. Peace and